It's another episode of What's New at Niacc, and we have Dyan Childress with us here this morning. Good morning, Dyan.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you?
I'm doing great. So this is always fun to find out what's going on at and what's new at Niacc, and what is your role there at Niacc?
I am the Community Education and Lifelong Learning Institute coordinator. But basically, I develop classes for people that want to just take some extra classes.
And with that, continuing some education. Tell us a little bit about that continuing education programs you offer at Niacc.
Well, many of you get a catalog in the mail. This past time, it had a woman with a yellow hard hat on, and those are the classes that we're offering. We offer some credit classes through the continuing ed side. And then we also offer community ed. Those are non-credit classes, and they are a variety of different things. You can take craft classes and dog training classes and music classes, just all sorts of different classes that might interest you.
Well, that's awesome. So also, not only do you have classes like that, but there's also a gardening seminar with the weather getting nice out. Tell us about that gardening seminar that's coming up.
All right. Well, we have a gardening seminar coming up on April 20th. It's from 8 to 3, and it's at our Niacc Muse Norris Conference Center. We've got 5 speakers coming in, and they're going to talk about a lot of different topics, from master gardening to gardening through the generations and organic fertilization, just a lot of different things. We've got prizes to give away. We've got vendors coming in with information and selling their products, and it should be an absolutely great day. So we'd love for you to sign up.
Now, are a lot more people doing gardening these days?
You know, they really are. I think a lot of people like it as a hobby, but a lot of people now are also going kind of back to it. I think we have kind of lost some of those generational things where people aren't canning and preserving their food as much as they used to. People are wanting to do that again. And so now we need to kind of relearn some of those things.
Yeah, grandmas used to know how to do that really well, didn't they?
Absolutely.
So how can people get signed up for these different classes?
Well, they can call our continuing ed office at 641-422-4358, or they can go onto the Niacc website, and they've got everything there that they need to know to sign up.
So, Dyan, what is it that you like to grow in the garden? If you have one in the backyard?
I don't have a garden, but I'm hoping that after learning some valuable tips at this gardening seminar, maybe I'll start one.
Oh, there you go. For the complete video interview with what's new at Niacc, you can go to our website, 987kisscountry.com, and click on all that. Dyan Childress, thanks for joining us here today.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
What did you go to Niacc as well?
I did not. I went to the University of Northern Iowa.
Okay. So what brings you, because they're still doing the whole video type thing, but what brought you to Niacc?
I have been teaching for about 27 years, and I just needed something a little different, but I wanted to stay in the realm of education. And so I came out here at Niacc, and I've actually only been here 5 weeks, but I'm absolutely loving it so far.
Yeah. So weren't you in the Garner district at one time?
I was. Yes. Yeah. I taught at Garner Hayfield Ventura for almost 18 years. It was a great place. Yes. Yeah, it was not long. I'm pretty old.
when I first knew that I was interviewing Dyan Childress, I didn't realize you spelled your name like that.
I do. I spell it a little different.
I always knew her as, and you weren't my teacher. You're probably going, thank goodness.
Taught your kids though.
You taught my kids, so it was always Mrs. Childress was all these things.
That's so true. That's so true. Yeah.
And I knew it was Dyan, but I didn't realize the spelling. So that's what kind of threw me off this one. I'm going, who is this Dyan or whatever?
Yep, that's okay. It throws a lot of people off.
Does it? Yeah. So what is it, something that that really drew your attention going, you know what, I want to continue teaching and doing all of that, but what does Niacc have that's so special?
There's just a culture here, whether it be through, taking classes here or working here. There's just a culture that's been built that everybody just feels welcome, and it's a good place to be.
Yeah. Well, good deal. What's new at Niacc? You can find it out every single Tuesday, and then check it out on our website. It's 987kisscountry.com. Dyan, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us today.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you having me.